Welcome back, everybody. Today it's kind of a lazy cold day outside, and I thought, you know what, we need something that's going to warm us up and give us a nice hearty meal. Nice beef stew, but I'm going to elevate the flavor profile a bit on it. We're going to smoke the beef to make a smoked beef stew. So hang on. I was at Costco yesterday and I found inexpensive, there is no such thing as cheap meat anymore, this sirloin tip oven roast. All we're going to do is cut this into small pieces and then get it in the smoker. I have a few other ingredients here that we're also going to treat to a little bit of smoke to enhance that flavor on the whole thing. Let's get to it. Take the string off that they have on here. We don't want that. We're just gonna dice it up. It's I don't know, bite-sized pieces, maybe a little bit bigger. That's totally up to you. Now, by doing them this small, you're going to have a lot more surface area of all this beef that's going to get smoke. So my thought process here is, by having it like this, you're just going to really amp up that smoked flavor in this stew. I hope I'm right. There are pieces with sinew. I'm totally leaving that in there because through the whole process, and I will explain as we go along, that will all break down, help thicken the sauce. So don't worry about that. What I am going to do, I'm going to put some spices on, just fine black pepper, ancho chili, and some garlic. I would normally use my rub, but that has salt in it, and I don't want to add salt now. I want to add the salt later so that we don't have this too salty. So we're just going to add some. Don't be afraid to go good with the spices. This is going to be a pretty big amount. Now we're just going to get in there and mix it. This isn't perfect, but you know what? It's going to get spice on most of the pieces, which that flavor, oh, I can't wait. Okay, that is done. We're going to prep two more things that are going to go in the smoker because I figured I've done smoked salsa before and it turns out awesome. So I've got tomatoes and onions that we're going to smoke as well. You know, keep that whole theme of smoke through this whole dish and like I said, get as much flavor into this meal as we can. Okay, nothing fancy with the tomatoes. I've got Roma tomatoes. They just had them and they look good. All I'm going to do with these for now are cut them in half. We're going to worry about everything. I am going to take the ends off though, sorry. I don't want that in there. Okay, that's done. So the onions, same thing. We're just going to clean them up a bit. And let's see how big we make them. You know what? Just like that. Boom. There we go. Okay. That's good. I'll clean that up. So let's go outside, throw everything on, and get this show on the road. Okay, we're outside. Let's get it in. Woo! It's at 225 right now. I'm going to keep the tomatoes and onions on the cooler side. The beef is going to go here. And I'm just going to spread it out. Nothing fancy, just let that surface area work to your advantage. Pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect, we're just getting it on there. Okay, there we go. Everything's on. I'm just gonna put it in and close the door. So from experience, the tomatoes and onions are gonna be on for 2 hours. Good times in Brampton. Yep. So like I was saying, the onions and tomatoes from experience are going to be on for 2 hours. That's enough smoke on them. They're going to taste great. It's going to soften them up. The beef we're going to look at. If I think it's got enough after 2 hours, great. If not, let it go longer. Okay, magically 2 hours have elapsed, and let's take a peek. Woo! Oh my, those. Oh yeah, the beef. Oh, that looks so good. I think the beef is done too. So we're gonna take off the tomatoes and onions first and do something. I'll show you, and then we're gonna come back and get the beef. So I've got this cast iron pot, which we're actually gonna use and put back in the smoker. Now, if you didn't want to use the smoker, put it into a Dutch oven or something and throw it in your oven and finish it that way, but I'm gonna use it. So take this off, get you guys in there. I'm gonna use a mushroom stock. Yes, I know, I forgot to take the other stock out of the freezer, and I will link the video to that. So just watch, we're gonna do this. The immersion blender. We're gonna blend all this stuff up and make a mess. And good thing I'm doing this outside because it just made a big mess. Anyways, put that to the side. Oh, I know it's hard to see, but we're gonna go get the beef and put it in here. Okay, this looks beautiful. Smells great. Get this in there. What we're gonna do now, add a bunch of spices. This is my flavor profile. If you want to omit something or add something, feel free. Make sure I grab the right one. I got paprika. We are adding just a touch of cayenne just to help round things out. I have a little bit of thyme. bit of marjoram, a little bit of rosemary already ground up. Be careful with this because it will overpower things quite fast if you use too much. Fine black pepper, gotta have that in here. Ancho chili, gotta add a little bit more of that too. I'm actually using smoked sea salt. I usually make a big batch of roasted garlic and I just keep it in the freezer, and I've taken a little bit out to put in here as well. We are going to add potatoes and carrots. I'm going to add those a little bit later. I don't want them to totally fall apart, because right now I just want that beef to get all that flavor into the sauce and get tender. I got everything that I need now in there. We're going to put the lid on and throw it in the smoker and come back in a couple hours. There we go. See you in a couple hours. I made a decision. It's almost an hour and a half, so I'm going to dice up some carrots, celery, and potatoes. And when I get to the hour and a half mark, I'm going to throw them in to the pot and let that keep simmering. Got this all done, and let's go outside and dump it in the pot. So remember, this is all hot, and with this has a lid lifter. Woohoo! Oh, it smells so good. And now we're gonna get all these guys into the pot. There we go. Looks awesome, smells great. And back to the smoker, and I'm thinking at least another couple hours. Like I said, it's a lazy, cold day. I'm not doing anything else, so perfect. It's gonna take its time, and the heat and the time is gonna do its thing, make it all tender. Perfect. Okay, I was going to finish the video outside. Weather is kind of nasty, so I brought the pot inside. Ready? Oh, look at that. I'm gonna put it right here. Whew, that's, oh my god. That looks good, smells good. Whew. Okay. Now, you know what? I'm going to do this first just to show you guys. Take a piece here. Oh yeah, that's, look at how tender that is. Just damn, that's good. Now let me now, for some of you, the liquid might be on the thinner side. I'm okay with that. If you want, what you could do is just, before you're done, throw in a little bit of cornstarch and water. That will thicken up the fastest and easiest, but I didn't do that. Potatoes did their thing. Oops. Try some of the liquid. So good. Wow, potatoes are good. That meat is just super tender. You get that smoky flavor you know, all throughout the liquid, the meat. That is so good. I get it. For me, the spicing is good. You get this nice whiff of paprika and this is awesome. Like I said, feel free to change any one or two things if you don't like something or you think it's missing something. For me, it's not. That is a winner, and I've got lots here, and I'm going to enjoy it for the next couple of days. Guys, hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. Leave me some comments. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. And like always, happy eating.